evaluator natin na if nasabi na nung isang evaluator, wag na natin ulit-ulitin tapos ayun, ganun lang. So on and so forth lang po. Ayun. Thank you so much po. Teacher Naomi, you may start now na po.
This meeting is being recorded.
Ayan, good afternoon, Section Media Master. I am your Media and Information Literacy teacher. So, before we start, I encourage everyone to open their cams. Ayan, so before we start, I'll share my screen and permission to record the meet. Before we start, um, let's let's all pray.
Almighty God, you are the source of life. We thank you for all the blessings you have given to us. Thank you for giving us another day to learn something new. Clear our mind and help us focus. Guide us and our teacher as we study and create new learning experiences. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Ayan. So, again, can I request everyone to open their cam and mute their microphones when you are not called or not speaking? So, let's check the attendance. Let's check the attendance. So, open your mic and say present if you are here. Is Lian here? Again, is Lian Alessandra here?
Yes po, present po.
Is Josh here? So Josh is not here. So Alani is here.
Present po.
Is Hazel here?
Present po.
Is Lana here? Again, is Lana Resurrection here?
Present po.
Is Patricia Oliva here?
Present po.
Is Cristel here?
Present po.
Yeah, now that we are all here, I will present the smart classroom rules I prepared. So can someone read the first rule? Lian, can you read the first rule?
First rule is stay focused or pay attention and follow directions.
For the second rule, Hazel, can you read the second rule?
Make good choices. Think before you act and be responsible.
For the third one, Alani, can you read the third one?
Always be kind. Use respectful words and actions.
And for the fourth one, Patricia, can you read the fourth one?
Respect everyone, treat classmates, teachers, and materials with care.
And for the last rule, Lana, can you read the last rule?
Try your best. Put effort into learning and never give up.
Ayan, thank you for reading our classroom rules. So again, good afternoon, Section Media Master. I am your teacher, Naomi, and our topic will be under the visual information and media. So, can someone read our lesson objectives? Is anyone can read the lesson objectives? Yes, Lana, can you read it? Naka-mute ata yung microphone.
Sorry,
Okay,
ma'am. Ako ba po?
yes, ikaw.
Okay. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to define and identify the different dimensions of visual and information in media, recognize the importance of critical thinking in interpreting visual information in media, and create an engaging visual media poster and present analysis of different visual dimensions used in the poster.
Okay, thank you, Lana. Now that we read the lesson objectives, I have an activity here, which is the secret code. So for the instruction, I will display a picture, and what you're gonna do is to complete the missing letters, the missing letters to form the corresponding words. So you can use the comment section to share your answer, and after that, I will present a video to reinforce your learning. Are you ready? Please type one in a comment section if you guys are ready. So now that you are ready, let's see the first picture. Type the comment section the words you think that can complete this visual. Lian said it is image, also Lana and Crystal. So let's see if it is image, no? Right, it is image. So for our next picture, let's see. Again, type in the comment section what's the picture. Okay, there's Patricia, it says color. Lian, color. Hazel, color. And let's see if it is color. Yeah, right, it is color. For our next picture, what do you think this is? Anyone in the comment section, please type your answer. Crystal says text. Hazel says text. Anyone? So let's see if this is text. Right, it is text. So other one, Patricia says layout, also Lian and Crystal and Alani. So let's see if this is layout. Right, this is layout. So for the next one, what do you think this is? Patricia says multimedia. Also Alani and Lian. And it is multimedia. So for our next picture, right, it is animation. So we have last picture, to guess. What do you think this picture is? There's no comment in my chat box. Anyone can guess? Hazel says interactivity. Let's see if it is interactivity. So yes, it is interactivity. So now that we are already done guessing the right words, I will going to present a 30-second video, and what you will do is to observe the video because later on I have a few questions. For a minute. There you go. There you go. Now that we're done guessing the words and also watching the video, I have a few questions. So for the first question, are you familiar with the words I presented earlier? Can someone answer my question, or I will call someone to answer it? Please raise your hand if you want to answer. Are you familiar with the words I presented earlier? Can someone try to answer? Patricia Oliva, are you familiar with the words presented earlier? Am I audible? Is Patricia Oliva here in the meet?
Hello po. Sorry po, I did not see the presented word earlier.
The presented word earlier, or the word they guess is the image, text, color, layout, multimedia, animation, and interactivity. So my question is, are you familiar with the words that I presented earlier? How about Hazel? Let's see if she is familiar with the words I presented earlier. Hazel, are you here?
Yes. So I am familiar with a few words.
Um for a minute, Hazel, can you um palakasan ng boses kasi hindi narinig. Thank you.
So, rinig na.
Yes.
So, familiar ako sa few words na na-present kanina.
Okay, Hazel is familiar in the words that I presented earlier, no? So, where do you think those words are commonly used? Saan kaya natin ginagamit yung mga words na yon na hinulaan nyo kanina? Saan kaya natin ginagamit yung image, text, layout, animation, and interactivity? Yana, can you answer where do you think those words are commonly used?
Siguro po sa media, pag gumagawa tayo ng media.
Right now, we're using those words, ginagamit natin yon when using media and communication, no? It is it is effectively to help convey message. So in the video I presented, where do you think those 7 words are being used? Do you want me to present again the video so that you can see where those words are being used? Can I see a reaction? Okay, I'll present it again. Yes. Alani, can I ask you, where do you think those words that you guessed earlier are being used in the video? For example, the text, image, layout. Where do you think it being used in the video?
I think ginamit po siya sa buong video. Like, ginamit po siya to convey the lesson or the information that yung kailangan po iparating niya po to be a smart voter po.
Sorry, I didn't hear the answer. Medyo maingay ata sa background. Can you repeat your answer? Where do you think those 7 words are being used?
Hello po?
Yan,
Hello?
audible na, pero medyo maingay lang sa background. Can someone try to answer aside from Alani? Can Lian answer my question? Where do you think those 7 words are being used? Sa napanood niyong video, yung mga words na hinulaan nyo, nakita nyo bang ginamit siya sa video? Crystal, you're raising your hand. Yes.
Yes po. I saw the image, I saw the words po in the video. They use bright colors and use various images to make the video more engaging. I think this is an advertisement or a promotional video to inform the audience about how to be an informed voters. So that they need to use those engaging colors and elements to make it engaging for them po.
Yes, no, they use those different words to make the promotional video more engaging. So that's great, everyone. Just keep on your mind those words you complete because you will be using it again on our next activity. So type 1 if everyone is ready for the next activity. And thank you for typing. Thank you for typing. No, our next activity will be unlocking the message. So this is the instruction is carefully observe the three different images, each containing two or more words from your previous activity. Identify the specific words used in each visual as you analyze them, recognize patterns, relationship, and connections with the visual. So what you're gonna do here is that you will observe the three different visuals I will present. So take note that each visual represents or containing two or more words you guess from the previous activity. So what you will do is identify the specific words used in each visual. Are you guys ready? Click the reaction button if you guys are ready. Okay, now I'm going to give you 30 seconds to observe the picture. Ayan, 30 seconds starts now. So anyone has an idea what the picture represents on the words you completed earlier? Color, but it should be two or more words that you completed on our previous activity. It's a combination. Hazel said color and image. Hazel, can you open your mic and tell me why do you think this one is a combination of color and image?
I think it is a combination of color and image because the picture is colorful. It incorporates different colors. Then, the mask that they are wearing, nagsho-show siya ng, nagre-represent siya ng image.
Right, no?
May nakiki-
Hazel,
yes.
no. Hazel is correct, no? The picture shows a combination of color and image. So the vibrant of mixed colors and image truly captures the energy of the festival. So for our next visual, we have here two visuals. So you need to observe the two visual I will going to present. Here's the first visual. And here's the other one. So Patricia said the combination of this visual is text and layout. Patricia, can you open your mic and explain why do you think it is a combination of text and layout?
Because it contains text, and also the elements that can show and that can represent layout.
But can I ask you again, Patricia, what did you notice about the two pictures? About the two visual?
The first one I think is. Can you go to the first one? The first one is like the text is magulo. I mean, hindi magulo, but it contains titles and such, and also colorful. And the second image po,
Here's the second image.
malinis po siya, and also hindi siya yung magulong pagkakalagay. Like, align siya.
But to correct you, Patricia, no, the first image is the proper way to use the text and layout because it has the clean and the easy to understand it easy to understand board, and the second one was too cluttered and parang nilagay lang yung each paper and hindi siya organized. So for our next visual, I will present a 30-second video.
Hey there, Section Media Masters. Have you ever wondered what makes a house feel like home? Is it a roof, walls, or maybe something else? Come with me, let's check it. There is a family. Home isn't just about a place, it's about the love and warmth we share. So tell me, do you have time to band with your family? Go cherish every moment with them.
So in this video, can you type in a comment section what the words you completed are being used in the video? Can someone type their answer on a comment section? Is there anyone can guess what kind of Patricia says animation and interactivity. How about the others? How about Lian Alessandra? What do you think the video? What are the words combination of the video? Is Lian Alessandra here? How about Yana? What do you think the video is showing based on the words you completed earlier? Animation and multimedia. Can you open your mic and explain why do you think it is an animation and multimedia?
So for me po, kaya animation since nakita yung sa first part, merong characters na nilagay. Siguro kasama na din dito po yung color pala. So dun sa part na gumagalaw pa yung bata, so pasok yung animation doon. And then multimedia because integrated na yung audio and then images and videos. Kaya po siya animation and multimedia.
So right, Yana is right, no? It is a mix of multimedia and animation, but it also an interactivity based on dun sa animation na nagsasalita na nakikipag-interact siya dun sa audience niya. So now I will stop share my screen and I will present another screen. Right. Can you see my screen now? So for the first question, among these three media, which one piques your interest and why? Patricia, among these three media, which one piques your interest and why?
Wala, blank screen po siya. Wala po naka-input na images.
Can't you see my screen?
We can see your screen po, but there's no media po.
Based on the three media or the three visual that I present earlier, which one piques your interest? Like the color and image, text and layout, multimedia, animation and interactivity. In three combinations of visual I present earlier, what piques your interest and why?
Animation and multimedia
So the multimedia
because and animation po.
animation. So the multimedia and animation piques your interest, no? Bakit kaya niya nakuha yung interest mo?
Firstly, the animation because it include moving graphics and transitions and also visual elements po that can caught us our attention, and also the multimedia po because the same as animation po. There's some interactive designs and such.
So it piques your interest because it includes graphic, animations, and visuals, no? So how would you feel when the media is disorganized and has too many elements? Thank you, Patricia. How about Hazel? How would you feel when the media is disorganized and has too many elements?
It will feel overstimulating po and messy, and I think I will not be able to focus on what media it is representing.
So you will feel overstimulating, messy, and hard to focus, no? Yes, we can feel that. We can feel overwhelmed and also confused when there are too many colors, text, or image scattered randomly, no? So, what thank you, Hazel. For next one naman, what steps are you going to make an eye-pleasing media so that your consumer will absorb it? Ano naman yung mga steps na pwede mong gawin para maka-create ka ng eye-pleasing media? Um, Almira? Is Almira here? Anyone can answer my question? Crystal?
Can
Is
I ask po, what is IPC?
yung eye-pleasing is maganda siya sa mata or yung mga kunyari presentation na malinis and easy to understand, ganon, eye-pleasing siya.
Okay po. Eye pleasing po pala. So, I think po the steps that we need to make is that we should um we should only use like 2 to 3 colors only to not make it too messy, and also not overcrowd the elements, like for example, like if you have already a lot of shapes, don't put more because it can be too crowded. It will be um hard for the readers to know what is the main message of the media po.
So yes, no, the steps that we can make is to only use 2 to 3 colors and do not overcrowd the elements because simple media use a harmonious color scheme lang to choose readable fonts and balanced text, as also utilize white space, no, to ensure the alignment and consistency ng mga elements na ilalagay natin. What about what skills naman yung kailangan natin para ma-identify natin yung patterns, relationship, and yung mga deeper meanings ng visual media pag maglalagay tayo ng elements? What skills yung kailangan natin? Hazel, can you answer the question 5? Thank you, Crystal.
Can you please repeat the question?
What skill is needed to identify the patterns, relationship, and also the deeper meaning within the visual media?
I think I think observation skills, like you have to be keen on observing the media that we see so we can understand the patterns and its messages.
Observation skills. How about the other? How about Yana? What skills is needed to identify the patterns? Yana?
Hello
Alani,
po.
what skill is needed to identify patterns?
Hello po. Can you hear me clearly na po?
Yes.
Sorry po about earlier. So, for me po, we need to be a critical thinker po in order to analyze po na how the elements in the media are connected with each other po, and then yung purpose po and yung impact nun sa pag-convey ng message ng media.
So right, no? Alani is right that we need to be a critical thinker because visual literacy involves the ability to analyze and interpret message. It also in recognizing symbols, colors, and the context to derive meaning. So yun nga, it also includes the critical thinking, which helps in evaluating the purpose, bias, and also yung impact non sa visual content. So now we will proceed to our topic. I will stop share my screen and share another one. Thank you, Alani, for answering. So now, our topic will be different dimensions of visual information and media. Before we tackle the dimension, I just want to give a brief explanation on what visual information media is. So visual refer to any form of media that uses image, graphics, videos, or other visual elements to communicate a message. While information media is encompasses all platforms that distribute and communicate information to the public such as newspaper, website, television, social media, and radio. And lastly na naman yung media is a broad term referring to various means of communication. It includes print, digital, and broadcast formats. So why I briefly explain it? Because they serves as the building blocks of how visual media is created and understood, no? So now we are going to discuss the 7 words you completed on the previous activity. What you call the different dimensions of visual information and media. So here it is. So the dimension. So it calls dimensions of media. So media dimensions is somehow how the audience engage with media. It is often described as having multiple dimensions that shape how information is conveyed and received. So dimensions of media can be analyzed like what Alani says earlier. We need to use critical thinking, or we need to be a critical thinker because dimensions of media can also be analyzed through different dimensions, which include the image, color, text, and layout, multimedia, animation, and interactivity, no? So now let's tackle about the dimensions. Um, we're running out of time na, but I just want you to write in the comment section your answer na lang. So how do pictures or image help us understand a message even without reading any text? Can someone type their answer on how do pictures help us understand a message even without reading any text? Paano na natin naiintindihan yung image kahit wala siyang text? Paano natin nai-interpret yun? I'll be reading the answer in the comment section. So I guess no one has an idea of how do picture help us understand a message even without reading any text. So an image is a picture or drawing. Oh, Patricia says a visual cues and expression. It says a visual cues or expression. So an image or drawing, an image is a picture or drawing that shows something visually. For example, on the screen, I saw this picture and it contains a group of people. The picture doesn't have any text, but I will conclude that the message of the picture is that the people are enjoying it or they are having fun. No? So in that case, the image is a powerful visual element that help conveys message, emotion, and ideas without relying on text because it acts as a visual representation of information and affects how people interpret the message. For the next one, we have here color. So, so do you think color affects the way we feel when looking at an ad or a website? Share your answer in the comment section and I'll read it later. So the use of different colors is to convey feelings or attraction. For example, blue and green is for calmness or relaxation. So red and yellow are for excitement and urgency. Red and yellow is commonly used in the fast food branding nor a sales promotion like the M&M and the Jollibee. And another example is black and gold. It is for like elegance or luxury, which is commonly used nga in high-end branding like this, yung nakikita niyo sa screen ngayon. So, colors literally plays a crucial role in influencing mood and attracting attention, but it also improves readability and visual appeal, no? So, it also helps in organizing information by making certain elements stand out. So, for our next one is text. So, have you ever seen a poster or website with text that was hard to read, that what make it difficult, ganon. So, kasi si text it is a words that provide information or tell a story. So, text is a written or content that provides information that we normally see on our teacher's PPT. Text can also be headlines, caption, paragraph, or quotes. So the font style, size, and arrangement can also affect the readability and also the emphasis. So for an example, you will use the bold or large fonts for titles or main message, and the smaller fonts naman is usually used for details or additional information. No? So text support the understanding of images and colors through description, caption, or headlines. Pag may mga image tayo na hindi naman natin ma-interpret, kailangan nila ng text para malaman natin kung ano nga yung sinasabi nung image na yon. So, next one, we have layout. So, layout is the way images, text, and other elements are arranged on a page or screen. For example, a balanced layout shows evenly distributes text and image for clarity, for cluttered layouts, and has too many. For cluttered layouts naman, it has too many elements, make it hard to focus, no? And we have a minimalist layout. This uses white space effectively to emphasize key content. So a well-organized layout helps to guide the reader's eyes smoothly and ensure that they absorb the information in the intended order. Like for the example, yung nakapresent sa screen ngayon, it also shows layout na it has image, text, and the background color complements kung ano yung nakalagay dun sa screen. And for the next one, we have multimedia. Multimedia is more than one type of media, like combining images, text, audio, and video together to make the content more engaging and interactive. For example, an educational video with subtitle and a background music is more than engaging than just black text. So this enhance the presentation by providing multiple ways to convey information, to increase engagement and also the retention. No? Also makes a complex information easier to understand. So the next one naman, the second to the last is the animation. So animation is a movie or images or graphics that can tell a story or explain things in a fun way. For example, an animated infographics, cartoon explainer video, motion graphics in advertisement that makes content more dynamic and keep the audience engaged longer, especially for younger viewers or complex topics. And for the last one naman, the interactivity, it is the elements that allows the viewer to participate in or engage with the content rather than passively consuming the content. So this can be through clickable element or quizzes. For example, clicking a button in an online quiz, swiping through an Instagram story, or playing an educational game that teaches new concept. So interactive content increases users' engagement and learning retention because people are more likely to remember information when they are actively interact with it. So now I'm going to play a 30-second video to watch and observe it carefully. So now the video you watch, the video I presented earlier was distorted or disorganized if napansin nyo. The color might hurt the eyes of the audience because it's too bright and it makes the text hard to read. So and it can also overwhelm the audience and reduce the focus on the main point. So the video was too dark and also the picture yung present ko kanina no kung natatandaan nyo. While the latest video I presented, this video is well organized and it use a better color combination, it will get the attention of the students, and for the text and layout naman, it is neat and easy to understand, eye-pleasing siya, unlike on the first one. So it clearly used the different dimensions well and proper, no? So thank you everyone. Time is over na po.
Ayan, thank you, Teacher Naomi. Ayan, you may stop sharing your screen na, Teacher Naomi. Thank you. Ayun, before we end our session, let's give a virtual round of applause for our demo teacher for today, Teacher Naomi. Yan. Congrats, Teacher Naomi. Ayun, kailangan ba ng photo off with the participants and evaluators before tayo mag-proceed sa continue and avoid? Ayun, para sa photo op, sa mga students ni Teacher Naomi, kindly open your cameras and ayun, para makapag-take din tayo ng pictures and then pwede na mag-leave after. Thank you so much. Ayan, sa mga students, paki-open na po yung camera. Thank you. Ayun, nakikita ko pa lang sa screen ko ngayon si Yana and Crystal. For Hazel and Alani, ayun, wala pa. Si Almira din, wala pa. Ayun, kindly open your camera na lang. Thank you. Ayun, si Patricia din, wala pa. Need mo ba i-present, Teacher Naomi, yung screen mo, yung sa start?
visible na yung screen ko, Mara.
Yes, visible na siya. Ayan. Sige. Picture na tayo. Ikaw din, mag-picture ka na rin sa'yo. Ayan. 1, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, sa'yo rin, Teacher Naomi.
Ayaw mag-screenshot sa akin.
Sige, okay na rin. Na-send ko na rin sa GC natin. Ayun yung sa mga participants natin. Iko-contact na lang kayo ulit ni Teacher Naomi for your token sa participation nyo. Thank you so much. You may leave the Zoom meeting na. Thank you. And for our evaluators po, Naomi, unshare na ng screen. Thank you. Ayan po. Ayun, for the evaluators po, reminder lang na ayun po, continue and avoid. Dalawang continue and dalawang avoid na lang po muna since short na tayo sa time. And then, kapag nabanggit na po yung continue, kapag nabanggit na po ng isang evaluator, iba naman po. Ayun po. Thank you so much po. We may start with Miss Fern po. Sorry po. Ay, sorry po. Sir Emil po. Sorry po.
Ayun, hello po. Rinig naman po ako. Ako muna daw po mauna, sabi ni Kyle.
Sige po.
Rinig naman po.
Yes po, audible po.
Ayun. So hello, magandang tanghali po sa lahat. Unang-una, congrats Naomi, tapos na congrats sa whole duration ng demo. So proceed tayo dun sa continue and dun sa avoid. Meron ako ditong na-note. Siguro unahin muna natin yung good points, yung continue. Unang-una gusto ko yung part o yung sa discussion proper mo na nagtatanong ka ng maraming questions to the students. Like, aside from the main question na tinatanong mo, you also have the follow-up questions pa. Kasi for me, that's a way na para mas ma-enhance yung critical thinking nila and ma-challenge yung utak nila to share their idea at para makakuha ka rin ng engagement sa kanila. Pangalawa na i-continue is yung good point na nagbabat in, like nagpo-provide ka ng feedback sa mga sagot ng mga students kasi through that, naaano yung mga students, like na-evaluate din nila. Aside from na-evaluate mo yung sagot nila, na-evaluate rin nila kung tama at mali yung sinasagot nila. Yun yung 2 points since dalawa lang yung hinihingi pero meron pa naman ako dito ibang na-list pa. Doon naman sa avoid, unang-una, no proper introductions during the first part ng iyong demo. Parang nag-intro ka in the middle of preliminaries na. And for me, that's maybe off kasi dapat that should in the start pa para mas maset na natin yung mood at para mas ma-introduce mo na agad yung topic. Pangalawa, napansin ko rin na kulang sa engagement, like the energy is not there. Siguro, the point taken, siguro dahil online, 'di ba? Dahil mahirap and mahirap maano yung engagement ng mga students kasi nga hindi natin nakikita or hindi natin sila na napapansin kung ano yung ginagawa nila behind their screen. And siguro maybe another point, yung IMs natin doesn't promote engagement. Like, I would suggest na dapat nag-integrate po tayo ng gamified app something para na maximize natin yung online platform na Zoom. Ganon. And last one is yung during the video presentation, siguro it's best na dapat itanong muna natin sa mga students kung napanood or kung naintindihan ba nila yung video before we ask questions. Kasi kanina, during the analysis part ba yun, ang nangyari is pagkatapos ng ma-present yung video, nagtanong na agad tayo and maraming mga students na hindi sumasagot kasi siguro hindi nila masyadong napanood. And ang nangyari, nagawa mo naman siya, naulit naman yung video, pero it's in the middle of the demo na, which took another kumbaga kumain siya ng oras mo kaya one way or another naputol yung mismong presentation. So yun lang for me po. 3, avoid.
Ayan, thank you so much po, Sir Emil. Ayan, now may we have Miss Fern po. Thank you po. Hello po, Miss Fern. Nandyan po kayo? Ayan, habang nag-aantay po tayo kay Miss Fern, we will go to Mr. Lovejoy po muna.
Okay, so hello and good afternoon, everyone. First of all, congratulations ulit kay Teacher Niolo. So, umpisa muna tayo dun sa continue. First of all, gusto ko yung introduction, kompleto naman siya. For me, kompleto siya. Nandun yung prayer, attendance, energizer, and kasi yung guys, yung pinakita ko ni Teacher Emil na yung kulang dun sa introduction, konting dagdag na lang siguro and then kompleto na. The next dun sa continue is yung fluency. I love the fluency, less to know yung stutter. Sobrang clear nung mga mismong mga words. Siguro nagka-problema lang dun sa delivery ng mga instructions. Pero pagdating sa mga salita, yung clarity sobrang ganda. So, punta naman tayo dito sa avoid. Una sa napansin ko is yung yung may mga interactivity and yung engagement. Kasi 'di ba dun sa presentation mo lagi mong nababanggit yung interactivity. So advice ko lang dun sa katulad dun sa activity na ginawa mo yung activity na may question ka then may blackboard dun sa screen. Siguro pwedeng mag-send ka ng link about dun sa application or website na yun then pwedeng dun sila mag-engage o yung mga students mo dun mag-engage dun sa mismong link na yun for more interactivity no parang nakikipag-engage sila or may connection talaga sila sa topic dun sa tinuturo mo and sa kanila. Then yun lang, din yung next avoid natin is yung objective doesn't achieve. So yung objective natin is isa sa mga objective na mo is yung create an engaging visual media posters. Or siguro tingin ko nasa na to no, activity or final activity natin for the students. So if we are going to create an objective, make sure na nasusundan natin yung SMART framework katulad ng ginawa mo dun sa rules natin. No? And dun sa, alam naman natin yung sa SMART framework, yung aided is achievable. Make sure na yung objective na ilalagay mo is achievable. And sadly, hindi siya na-achieve dahil sa time limit. Pero dahil nandun din naman sa SMART framework yung sasabi natin time bound. So dapat yung lesson plan natin and yung objective is dapat sakto dun sa oras na binigay sa'yo. And so yun lang naman. Maganda naman yung demo teaching. And yun lang, kulang lang siguro sa engagement and interactivity. Pero other than that, congratulations naman. Lang.
Thank you so much po, Sir Lovejoy. Ayun, nawala po yata. Ito po, nandito po si Miss Fern.
Hi, sorry, nag-crash po talaga yung app. Pero ito na po, mag-start na po tayo. So, nabanggit na po ng iba, of course, yung continue. So, I'm gonna move on na sa avoid na lang din, ano? So, ang mga hindi nabanggit ng iba po namin kasama na evaluators is, please avoid filler words like yung kasi I'm sorry teacher na medyo na overpower yung yung mga filler words mo like pero it's fine. Ganyan talaga, kapag ang buhay. Pero, sana like i-lesson. Huwag masyadong, like, sa isang sentence sana, hindi ka makaabot ng 3 ng 2 mga ganun, diba? Pero, next naman is, siguro, encourage. I-avoid mo sana maging distracted sa lalo na sa mga activity na pinapagawa mo at may mga nagpa-participate. Kasi meron akong na-observe sa'yo, na-distract ka ng onte habang sumasagot si student. Siyempre, may epekto talaga rin yun sa confidence ni student kapag wala ang full attention ni teacher sa kanya. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thank you so much po, Miss Fern. Ayun po, may I-request po naman yung mga evaluators po if carry po sanang mag-open ng camera for documentation purposes po with the demo teacher po. Photo off din po. Thank you po. And even the observers po, kailangan din po naka-open cam for documentation. Request po siya ni Prof. Marte. Ayun, konting bilis na lang po sa observer natin. Paki-open na po yung mga cameras. Mhm. Yung iba po nating observer, paki-open na po yung camera para makapag-start na yung next demo teacher. Ayan, sige. 1, 2, 3. Ayan, okay na po. Thank you so much po sa mga evaluators na umattend sa demo teaching ni Teacher Naomi. Thank you po. You may
Thank
leave
you
the Zoom
po.
meeting po. Thank you po.
The recording has stopped.
Ayun, congrats Teacher Naomi. Ayan, ngayon naman, pakilipat na lang po yung co-host kay Teacher Rafa. Nandito na ba si Teacher